Welcome to Lovington and Hobbs Volleyball from Wildcat Gym in Lovington. It's brought to you on Lovington Sports YouTube, Hobbs Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com through No Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and we are bringing you home volleyball for Lovington and visiting volleyball, but only by 18 miles for Hobbs. So these two teams always play each other each season, and they come into this one with a lot of play so far this season. They're about halfway through it, and both of them are really just trying to get polished up for start of district soon. Lovington coming in at 0-8. They're, of course, still trying to win their first match this year, but they have been winning sets. And most recently, they played against Clovis and won a couple of sets. Came close to winning several of those. They played them in the 20s, both the scoring for those sets until they got to the final one. And so they're coming off of some success, a lot of improvement, and we're looking for them to continue that against a tough Hobbs team tonight. Hobbs is coming in at 6-8. They're ranked number 17 in New Mexico 5A, and most recently they had straight set victories over St. Pius of Albuquerque and against Roswell Goddard. So that's the most recent activity for the teams as they have completed their warm-ups, and now they're going to Lovington at least going back to the locker room to regroup. Hobbs staying out to finish the team warm-up on the full court tonight. And we're getting set to get this one underway, TJ.
Well, we certainly are. And, you mentioned that Lovington coming in at 0-8, but the success they've had the last couple of weeks has come against 5A schools, winning 2 sets against Carlsbad, who is in Hobbs District, winning 2 sets against Clovis, who is also in Hobbs District. So they'd like to continue that and maybe knock off one of those 5A teams. Of course, you've got to think that for the Hobbs Lady Eagles and Coach Stacy Williams, that she watched those games pretty closely to see what she could learn about her district opponents, which will be coming up, as you mentioned, here in just a couple of weeks. And for Lovington, again, they're just looking for that first win. Getting the set wins is nice, and they have continued to improve all season, but a 2-week layoff because we've never been officially told the reason, but
right.
We know what the reason
right.
is.
Right, they didn't have any matches for about 10 days or so, so they were not allowed to play. So we usually know what that means. So they're coming off of a little bit of rust, going to shake that off and try to get back into their form. They've really been improving on. I was watching them warm up during their full court hitting, and I noticed the girls are really, I think, making a point to try to stay more focused and control the ball better on their hits, hitting down onto the court rather than across. So, of course, game practices and drills are one thing. A game time pressure, and how you perform during the game is sometimes different. But Lovington, I think they've been working very hard on improving volleyball skills individually and as a team. Hobbs has had a pretty solid program going. Head coach Stacy Williams has had a lot of success over the last several years in really, putting solid teams on the court. And she's got a lot of returning talent this year and some very talented players with some up-and-coming, younger players as well. But she has a lot of senior experience on the court, and then some girls who have played for a couple, 3 years and still are just now juniors or seniors. She's got Jasmine Jimenez, Cameron Cantu, and Leilani Clay and Araceli Torres, who are all seniors. And she also has junior experience coming in from Wisdom Anthony, of course, one of the basketball standouts and good talents. She's got Sarahi Gutierrez, a junior, and Hannah Souter as a junior. And then she also has good talent in Anaya Joseph, who is just a sophomore. It's hard to realize because she's got the height, she's got the power, and she's really a continued good player, but she continues to improve both in volleyball, and a lot of these players also are standout players for the basketball team too. So they're just talented athletes coming in and really improving play and trying to build this program and keep it strong.
Well, it helps if you turn all the mics back on. So, yeah, my fault right there. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Hobbs brings back a lot of depth, a lot of experience, and a lot of athleticism. For Lovington tonight, I think that's probably going to be their biggest challenge is how will they match up with the athletic Hobbs Lady Eagles, because they're probably the most athletic team that Lovington is going to face all season. And that's not to say that Lovington is not athletic, but Hobbs and some of these players take it kind of to a whole different level. They're deep, they're talented, and extremely athletic. They move well.
Right.
They hit well.
They hit hard, too.
They hit hard.
They hit
very hard. And so going to be important for Lovington to not make mistakes.
But they also know how to hit soft. I'm watching Anaya Joseph move from slamming, kills to soft, touches over the net. And so they're talented. They know, they're going to try for quality touches and really target their shots and work on, attacking the net and blocking together and just reading the moving good transitions from offense to defense. And Wisdom Anthony is really amazing. She's got such ups, and she really can just jump. She can really get on top of that ball. And when her timing is perfect, she can just knife that down into the center of the court and make it impossible. Even with a good dig, a lot of times it's going to be impossible to return, and keep a volley going against that kind of offense. So it's going to be really important for Lovington to stay sharp and to not give up, and just to try to play the best that they can and continue to improve as they have been, and still enjoy it, getting out there and being enthusiastic about playing. It's hard sometimes when you look at the paper. When I'm looking down, not the news, the paper, but looking on paper, and you see your record, and you see that, and it's hard to equate that sometimes as a player with all the practice, the sweat, the effort that you're putting into it, your games, all of the heart, all the how invested you are in it, and then you still see that kind of a record. So sometimes it can be a little daunting, but I think if these girls continue to show fire and enthusiasm and improvement, and under Marissa Ochoa, their head coach, and Jimmy Cantone, assistant, they really show a good attitude and improving all the time. That's what we enjoy watching.
Well, it certainly is, and that's not to say that Lovington doesn't have some talent.
They do
as well, because absolutely
do.
Tearing it up so far this season. Amber Barunda, even though they come in at 0-8, Amber has got to be considered one of the top outside hitters in 4A to be sure, if not in the state. When she is on her game, when she's got her timing down, she can kill it with the best of them, and she's worked very hard this season on not just, getting up and slamming it down, but getting it more controlled and finding a place where it can be more convenient than just hitting it right at somebody. So she's done a great job there. Riley Dunlap has also stepped up her game this year, especially in the middle blocking position, but she's had quite a few kills the last couple of weeks too, and her serving has really improved as well.
And in some of the matches that we've called, we have started seeing some good aces from several of the players, and serve improvements. And again, that's an individual skill that you can practice and really improve on, by yourself or just with one hitting partner. So that's something that Lovington has certainly shown some improvement on, and they have to be more consistent. They come out of these matches and you'll see a variety of kills and great team effort too. We talked about Amber Barunda, how she so often will lead the team, Lovington, and sometimes both teams in the number of kills. But she also will have some aces, some blocks too. But you'll also see that other players, are stepping up and coming up with a number of kills, a number of blocks, a number of aces, and some really good settings. They're really working hard on quality touches so that every touch counts and it's not wasted. So, and knowing when to throw, when to really hit hard, and when to just, control your shot, hit a fingertip shot or a soft one over the net that's targeted to somewhere where to a zone where the opponent is not covering, right?
Hit them where they ain't, as they used to say in baseball and softball.
So we're seeing really good contributions and good team effort, collective team effort from Alexa Bell, Jasmine Preciado, Riley Dunlap, Annalise Chavarria, Bria Ronda, Carly Knapp, Tess and Layla Hernandez, both who have really stepped up. Layla has really improved her serving game and has gotten a lot more focused and more power on her shots, just from the court and from the floor and not just at the service line. So, again, improving and getting better, and we want to see them. Lovington knows that they have to bring their best against Hobbs, and Hobbs can't afford to take Lovington too lightly.
No, they can't. I think with Hobbs this season, and I think the records and the schedule that we've seen bears it out. Hobbs has pretty much beaten the teams they're supposed to, but they're having a little bit of trouble against equal competition, and Lovington can certainly step up.
Yes, because we've seen Lovington do just that, kind of step up, play up to some teams, and we're hoping that that's exactly what we'll be seeing today. Teams have finished up their warm-ups, and they're coming out to the line for in some introductions and the national anthem or Pledge of Allegiance. Sometimes, we don't know always what we're going to get on that. Usually the national anthem. So we'll see. If they start with the national anthem, then we'll take a little break. Nope, they're going to start with the introduction. So we'll go down as well. Starting with the visiting Hobbs High Lady Eagles. Number 1 is Jalen Strickland. Number 2 is Jasmine Jimenez. Number 3 is Cameron Cantu. Number 4 is Wisdom Anthony. Number 5, Sarahi Gutierrez. Number 6, Jayla David. Number 7, Anaya Joseph. Number 8, Hannah Souter. Number 9, Leilani Clay. Number 11, Araceli Torres. And number 12, Kendall Cunningham. Coached by Stacy Williams, head coach, and Tammy Rutuno, the assistant. Your Lovington Lady Cats, number 5, wearing jersey 5 tonight. She is on the roster as number 1 sometimes, but wearing jersey 5 is Layla Hernandez. Number 2 is Tess Hernandez. Number 4 is Carly Knapp. Number 7 is Amber Barunda. Number 10 is Myra Castro. Number 13, Aubrey Aranda. Number 14, Annalise Chavarria. Number 15, Riley Dunlap. Number 18, Jasmine Preciado. Number 20, Alexa Bell. And number 8, Odyssey Ortiz. Head coach is Marissa Ochoa, and assistant is Gemma Cantone. Now, those are how the rosters read. We're not saying that all of those players are here and jerseyed up and ready to see minutes from the either as starters or off the bench.
And we've already got a late minute change with the number 16, and that was not on the official lineup that we got a few minutes ago.
But I'm sure that probably is a JV player who has come up who is going to be eligible to play after a set or two. So we'll talk about that. We'll take a quick timeout for our national anthem and back with more Hobbs and Lovington volleyball. And welcome back to Lovington and Hobbs volleyball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Hobbs Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com through No Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and we're just about getting ready to get this one underway as Hobbs breaks the huddle first and gets out there. It looks like, let's see, let me run down the starters as quickly as I can. Looks like number 2, Jasmine Jimenez, Hannah Souter, Jayla David, let's see, Anaya Joseph, and Wisdom Anthony. Number 4, yes. So those are your starters for Hobbs. Lovington, it looks like it's Aubrey Aranda, Amber Barunda, and Aubrey Aranda is going to come off, and it'll be Layla Hernandez serving as libero for Lovington in the different colored jersey for them. Also, Alexa Bell is going to be in the front row. Jasmine Preciado, and I can't see the other person up at the net is. And also in the back row that is Annalise Chavarria for Lovington. And for Hobbs, it's Cameron Cantu wearing jersey number 3, serving as libero. It's Wisdom Anthony serving. It's a hot one. Amber Bruna with the second touch. Alexa Bell sends it over. Excuse me, Hobbs returns. Oh, they're setting up Anaya Joseph for a big kill. A nice dig from Amber Barunda to try to save it. But it was a hitting, pardon me, it's a hitting error. So the point is for Hobbs. So Hobbs draws first blood. Wisdom Anthony back to serve again. She's got a jump serve. It's a lot of spin on that ball. Amber Barunda with first touch, sending it over is Preciado. Hobbs answers, setting up Joseph for the kill. And a nice dig. Layla Hernandez sends it up. Bell sends it over the net. Hobbs sets up Joseph again for the kill. And it sneaks in. The point is for Hobbs as Joseph with kind of a softer hit hits it just inside and inbound. So another point for Hobbs. So 2 points off of Wisdom Anthony's serve so far. Lovington down 2-0. And Amber Barunda with first touch. Preciado sets it up for a hit by Jasmine Preciado. She sends it over, kind of hits the net, sneaks over, and Hobbs cannot return that. So the point is for Lovington. So 2-1 your score now. Hobbs leading. It's Jasmine Preciado back to serve for Lovington. Good serve. First hit, comes up to the third hit, gets it over the net. Hobbs with the return. Third hit coming by Alexa Bell. Hobbs answers. They set up Anaya Joseph for the kill. Barunda saves it. A little one hand up by Preciado, and then it's sent back over the net. Hobbs saving it, creating a nice volley, but then on the right side, Jayla David, your right side hitter, jumps up and nails it. So a kill for David. Oh, and they say it was out. So out, the point for Lovington. It's tied up 2 apiece. Preciado serving. Joseph with a stab kill right in the center of the court. So Joseph already with a couple of kills. 3 kills now for Joseph. 3 points for Hobbs. And we have a change of server. It's the libero, number 3, Cameron Cantu. It's a good serve. Bell with a first touch on it, but it comes off of her arms a little wonky. Trying to save it was Annalise Chavarria, and she just could not get it over the net. So that is going to be a point for Hobbs. They're up 4-2. Cameron Cantu with another serve. And it's a floater. Layla Hernandez, first touch. Preciado sets up Bell, and they're going to say an illegal hit. Hitting error by Lovington will give Hobbs the point, and so now they're up 5-2. Cameron Cantu back to serve again for Hobbs. A very flat serve, no spin on it, and it goes right into the net. So a net serve for Cantu is going to give Lovington the point and the serve. 5-3 your score. Hobbs is leading. And serving for Lovington,
I believe that's Odyssey Ortiz.
I think that's number 8, Odyssey Ortiz. Sometimes the way the jersey falls on the girls, it's hard to see that number. And that is going to be a net serve. So Ortiz with a net serve. That's an unforced error, and it gives the ball to Hobbs. 6-3 your score. And back to serve is going to be Sarai Gutierrez. Nice serve, but Layla Hernandez gets a hand on it. Oh, Barunda tries to save it, gets it over the net, but goes out of bounds. So, again, that all came off of a really good serve that had spin on it that Lovington was not in position to be able to return. So, 7-3, Hobbs leading. Gutierrez It's another good serve. Layla Hernandez, first touch. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill, and it's a good one. And so Barunda with a big hit, and nice to see that control, because sometimes that ball might go out of bounds. She's got so much power, but she really painted the line on that, hit it inside. So another kill. So that's Barunda. It's going to be Dunlap, or Alexa Bell back to serve. And oh, it's long. A long serve is just as bad as a net serve. It's an unforced error, gives the opponent the point and the serve back. And Hobbs already up 8-4. Lovington's still in it. And it's going to be Joseph back to serve. Big serve. First touch by Lovington. Ortiz sends it over the net. Hobbs able to save that. Anthony going for the kill. Now point is going to be, yep. It's okay. So Lovington is going to cede another point. 9-4. 5-point lead by Hobbs. Joseph still serving. Oh, Lovington barely gets it over, but we'll take it. Hobbs continues. And a little, just kind of a little, excuse me, sir, a return by Wisdom Anthony still has enough oomph to spin inbounds and give Hobbs the point. So Wisdom Anthony with a kill. 10-4. Hobbs is starting to pull away. Joseph with a good serve. Lovington coming up with the third hit by Barunda. Goes over the net. And now a nice attempted kill. Lovington saves that. Preciado with a good dig. They pass it over to Barunda. She gets it over. Now Wisdom Anthony goes for the kill, and she has too much power, and it goes out of bounds. So Wisdom Anthony, again, she's got so much talent and spring, but sometimes the ball just leaves your wrist and your hand funny, and it goes wide or long. So Lovington with a point, and the serve, nice serve. It dies, and Barunda's right there to just push it back across the net, and nothing that Hobbs could do about it. They really were not in position for a quick return like that. I think they were expecting that Lovington would hit it once or twice, set it up, and then try to slam it in.
Yeah,
so
just
Lovington,
a little dink back over.
Lovington with a point, 10-6, and got the serve again. Hobbs sent it back over. Ooh, a nice save by Preciado, and then Barunda hits it over. It's pretty much free. Joseph sets up Anthony. She has a fingertip touch right down into the center of the court. So Wisdom Anthony with another kill, and that keeps the Hobbs lead at 5, 11-6. Your score. Looks like Souter in the game now, serving, and it's an ace. So Souter makes it 12-6 now. Hobbs up by 6 in this first set. First set here at Wildcat Gym. Souter with a serve. Hernandez with the first hit. Preciado setting up. Lovington does get it over the net. They set up Wisdom Anthony. She kind of comes in soft. Her blockers up front, led by Preciado, trying to return it and could not. They really didn't have a lot of room in front of the net. So another point for Hobbs, 13-6, and Coach Marissa Ochoa wants to talk about it. So we've got a timeout on the court. We'll just keep it right here. Your score is 13-6 in this first set. Hobbs is leading Lovington, and Lovington is really, this is a good time for timeout. I really have to respect Coach Ochoa. She watches and takes her timeout at good times. She has a good feel for when her team needs to kind of hit a reset and kind of refocus or regather, or when she needs to kind of break the momentum of the opponent and try to cool them down just a little bit. And she tends to take the timeouts at a good time. That may seem a simple thing to do, but you'd be surprised at how many coaches in different sports don't really have a feel for that and don't do that for their team. And that can be a really good, a strategic move. So we're out of the timeout. Hobbs will have the ball. Souter scoring again off of an ace the last time, 13-6. Hobbs leads in this first set. Lovington with first touch by Hernandez. They set up Barunda. She hits it over, a soft one. And they're going to set up for their outside hitter. Lovington digs that. Third contact coming by Preciado. Hobbs returns that. They set up Wisdom Anthony for the kill, and she does. Stabs it down, and there's no way. Tess Hernandez was there in position, but could not get a pancake dig out of that. So Wisdom Anthony with another kill. 14-6 your score. Hobbs, Souter still serving. And off of the third hit, Barunda with a really good, and those were all good quality touches by Lovington. They didn't try to do anything fancy with it. They just hit the ball and tried to get it in. Oh, it was called out of bounds. I thought that was in, and so did Lovington. 15-6 your score. Souter still serving. Barunda with a third touch. And Joseph saves that, and then Hobbs pushes it over at the net with a third touch. That was Aranda at the net with a nice kill. So Aranda with her first kill of the match. And that's a point for Lovington, and that's nice. You need that to kind of slow that momentum, slow Hobbs down just a little bit. They were on such a roll that now going back to serve is Barunda, and it's a net serve.
Well, and again, we talked about it in the pregame a little bit. It just there's going to be some rust for Lovington that they are going to have to knock off. And so far, Hobbs trying to run away with this first set.
16-7, they lead. They've got the serve back. It's Kendall Cunningham back to serve. And Preciado pushes it over the net. Now coming up for the big kill. Hobbs tries that. It's answered. Still a nice little rally going. Hobbs gets it back over the net. Layla Hernandez first touch. Preciado. She sets up Aranda, and Aranda with us her second kill. So nice. I think Hobbs is not really thinking that Aranda was going to be able to get to the ball and put that ball over the net. But Aranda has some sneaky speed. Got it in. Now Layla Hernandez serving for Hobbs. Third touch coming up. Wisdom Anthony pushes it over. Bell first touch. Preciado sets up Bell for the kill. She sends it over. It's dug by Hobbs. That is Gutierrez who sets up Joseph for the kill.
And
Joseph
killed it from the back line.
Yeah,
her fourth kill.
You know, Joseph is one of those players that you know, she can stand at the net and kill it and just make it unreturnable, or she can stand behind the.
I was going to say she could probably stand in the
row.
lobby.
Yeah, I think so. Wisdom Anthony with an ace, as a little miscommunication there between Hernandez and Barunda, and that gives quick. Now Hobbs has a 10-point lead, 18-8. And Lovington again taking a timeout to try to stop the momentum of Hobbs here. Regroup and try to get their form back. Try to get some better transitions and some better quality hits. But instead of just trying to stay alive, actually, and be on the defensive so much, Lovington really scrambling to try to put together offensive set pieces. But it'll be Hobbs 18-8 out of this timeout. They didn't need much of a huddle. They're back out and ready. Coach Stacy Williams there on the sideline. Her team ready to go. Wisdom Anthony with the ball. She's ready to serve. Lovington out of the huddle now. Hopefully regrouped, refreshed. But Hobbs impatient to just keep on playing, keep that energy flowing. Big serve by Anthony, and maybe that little the break, and she was, you know, maybe just a little impatient and wanting to get in there. So an uncharacteristic unforced error after a serve ace and several kills. That gives Lovington the point. 18-9. Serving is Preciado. It's dug out by Hobbs, and return pushed back over the net by Bell. Hobbs having a little trouble trying to control it. Now comes over. It's going to be Layla Hernandez with the second hit. Bell hits it over. Hobbs setting up Joseph for the kill. Oh, a nice dig by Barunda, but it goes out of bounds. So big kill again by Joseph. She is just such an athletic player, lot of talent. As talented as she is on the basketball court, I really think her natural talent is really with volleyball, although she's terrific in both sports, and I'm sure other sports as well. Hobbs with the serve. Lovington, third hit coming in by Bell, gets it over the net. It's pushed back over, and the point I think is going to be Lovington's. Nope, they're going to point Hobbs.
Net
that
violation.
was a net violation. Yep. So net violation by Lovington gets it back to a 10-point game, 19-9. 20-9 now is your score. Hobbs leads by 11, and it'll be Cantu serving for Hobbs. Oh, it's a long serve. Yeah, it's going to go out of bounds. So Hobbs with an unforced error. A point for Lovington. Lovington now trails by 10, 20-10. Lovington will have the ball back to serve. And it looks like it's going to be 8, Odyssey Ortiz. I think Odyssey with a good serve. Joseph has the first hit. And they set up, try to push it over the net softly. Lovington has an answer. Bell sends it over. Oh, and now an easy return by Gutierrez, but Lovington again handles that. Oh, and Bell trying on it was on her with that third hit to get over the net, and she was in kind of an awkward position trying to get that over her head, went into the net. So 21-10 now. Hobbs up by 11 with the serve. It's Gutierrez. And that's going to hit the net, so an unforced error by Lovington. So Gutierrez with a net serve. Lovington the point, 21-11 now, and it's going to be Bell back to serve for Lovington. As some subs come in, Aranda back in the game, Tess Hernandez back in, Preciado on the court, Chavarria on the court, and Burunda. Bell with a serve. Hobbs answers. Gutierrez sets up for a kill. Lovington handles it, answers. Burunda pushes it over. And now Joseph in for the big kill. And yes, it is inbounds. So again, Joseph with another kill in this game. She's easily leading.
Yeah, it's her sixth kill in the first match.
And we are in the first set. 22-11 now. Hobbs is up over Lovington. It's Joseph back to serve. And it's Hernandez setting up. And that was Aranda with the kill. She got it over the net. It was, the pressure was on her to get that third on the third hit to get it over the net. And Hobbs, just a little cluster, could not get anybody in the right position. So 22-12 now. Lovington cut it to a 10-point lead. And Preciado with the serve, or actually Chavarria with the serve. Hobbs sends it back over. Lovington has an answer. Now they set up Wisdom Anthony for the kill. It actually hits the net and spins over. And Preciado, with a hand on it, was not able to be in position to try to control it. That was a wonky, just, desperation shot that worked because of Wisdom Anthony's athleticism. The serve is good. And this time Aranda with the third hit can't get it over the net, so the point to Hobbs. 24-12 now. This is going to be set point for Hobbs as Souter is serving. And Layla Hernandez reaches, makes a good effort at digging that ball, but can't get it back over the net. So first set won by Hobbs. 25-12 is the score. Hobbs up 1-0, and we will take a timeout. They only put 1 minute on the clock between the sets. A lot of times they'll put 3 minutes, but we'll take a quick timeout and come back with Lovington and Hobbs volleyball at Wildcat Gym. Welcome back to Lovington and Hobbs volleyball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Hobbs Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com through No Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and Hobbs just won the first set. Score was 25-12. They're up 1-0. We'll start the second set momentarily. And Lovington, you mentioned some interesting stat there. Yeah,
just Lovington only winning one service point in that entire first set, and that was by Analia Chavarria. So got to do better than that in the second set if they want to hang around.
Yeah, but Hobbs had more net serves. Hobbs actually had more net serves than Lovington in that first set. Lovington certainly had a few as well. Those are unforced errors. Really got to cut those down. But Hobbs did. But Hobbs had more serves than Lovington. Back to start this second set. Serving will be Amber Barunda for Lovington. And a good spin serve. Joseph handles it, and Gutierrez pushes it over. Lovington returns it, but then Joseph is able to sneak that back over. So a kill, another one for her. I believe that was Joseph.
Yeah, it was Joseph.
With the hand up. I looked up to see two Hobbs players at the net, but Joseph had the kill, her 7th of the match. And Hobbs serving. Lovington, third hit coming. That's by Riley Dunlap, but it goes out. So Hobbs quickly up 2-0 in this second set. Both points coming off of Jayla David's serve. Oh, and that's a net serve. So Jayla David with a net serve, and that's an automatic point for Lovington. So it's 2-1. Lovington will serve, and that's going to be Alexa Bell back for Lovington at the serve line. Joseph with the first hit. Gutierrez. They set up Joseph for the return, and blocking that at the net was Dunlap, and it comes back over. So a point for Lovington. So Lovington quietly and quickly tying this back up, 2-2 in the second set. And Dunlap back to serve again. Joseph first hit. Gutierrez sets up Joseph for the kill from the right side, and she does, as trying to save that, trying to dig that and save that, I believe was number 14. Yes, Chavarria. But Joseph, man, when that ball is screaming down on you.
Yeah, so far Lovington
tough.
just no answer for Anaya Joseph, having a whale of a first set plus.
3-2, Hobbs leading. The serve comes in. Layla Hernandez first touch. They get it, and almost getting a kill was Dunlap, but Hobbs blocked it. Then the volley comes back. And I don't know if that ball would have gone in, as Joseph from that left side outside hitting location just hit kind of a mid-speed return on that, but it was a hit off the hands of Hernandez. So the point for Hobbs. And the serve as Hernandez has the third touch. Hobbs setting up for the kill. Lovington digs it, returns, and now Aranda trying to kill it. It's blocked at the net by Joseph and number 8, Hannah Souter. So Joseph and Souter with blocks on that. So Joseph already with a couple of blocks. It's 5-2, Hobbs leading. Hobbs will be serving. Gutierrez with the serve, and off the hands of Dunlap, out of bounds. That serve had a lot of spin to it, but I think that Lovington probably should have waited for that serve to come down a little more and develop. I think there were a couple of other players that could have handled that and turned and given the return for Lovington. Off the serve. Just problems at the net. Preciado was there, but so was Hobbs.
Yeah, just getting it too close to the net.
Yeah, blocking at the net was Cunningham and Souter. And when they send it back over, it was called a tight set. The ball is too close to the net to be able to do anything with. So another point for Hobbs, 7-2. They lead off the serve. Preciado setting up Dunlap for the kill. It's blocked at the net. Blocked by Cunningham again and Souter, but this time it goes out of bounds. So Lovington has the point, and they will have the serve. It's 7-3. And that is Preciado serving. Joseph with the first touch. Anthony second, setting up Joseph for the kill, and I think it just barely goes in. But Joseph has got good ball control. Not only does she have great power, and she can really hit the ball, but she really varies. She hits it only as hard as she needs to sometimes, and by doing that, you can control where you're hitting it a little more, and that comes from experience and talent right there, and lots of practice. And off of the serve, Lovington hits it Barunda, gets it back over. Second hit by Joseph. Wisdom Anthony punches it over. Hernandez, first touch. Preciado sets up Chavarria. Aranda, that is. Aranda sends it over. And now they set up Anthony for the kill, and it's a big one. So Anthony very strong in that left side corner as well, the outside hitter location. as she's got another kill. And Lovington wants to take a timeout and talk about it. 9-3 is your score. Hobbs is up by 6 in this second set. They won the first one 25-12. And Lovington is just trying to stop the bleeding, slow the pace down just a little bit, and try to get regrouped and back into control, because they're just kind of outgunned in this match so far.
Yeah, so far way too much of Nia Joseph. Lovington has not had an answer. Wisdom Anthony also chipping in 5 kills to this point.
Sure.
So, Lovington, again, the 2-week layoff, showing quite a bit of rust, but right now Hobbs just way too much for him.
And Hobbs' blocking game at the net is very effective too. They've made some points, or they've been able to set up some kill shots from good positions there. Joseph back to serve for Hobbs. A good serve. Chavarria first touch. Preciado sets up for the kill, and yes, Chavarria comes in with it, able to paint that outside corner, and none of the Hobbs players were back there anywhere near there. So Chavarria with a kill and a nice point, and that's a good time for this, as Lovington's really trying to turn the momentum around right here. Dunlap serving. Lovington usually does well off of Dunlap serves. They set up Kylie Cunningham for the kill. It doesn't work. Lovington defends. Aranda sends it back over. Again, good digs. Third touch coming over, and Barunda with a big kill from the left side. That left side outside hitting location is a favorite for her, and man, she comes through. So another kill for Barunda, and a point for Lovington. 9-5 now, another point off of Dunlap serve, and that's another good serve. Oh, and Hobbs can't do anything with that, as I believe it was Cameron Cantu, their libero, with the first touch on that, and it just kind of went wonky off her hands, and then Hobbs could not save it. Second touch on that ball ended up going out of bounds. So another point for Lovington, 9-6, another point off of the serve by Dunlap. And now they set up Cantu for the kill, and Preciado gets a hand on it, but it's at an awkward angle, and it goes off and out of bounds. The spin off the top of her hand. 10-6. But Lovington was able to cut that Hobbs lead down to 4, 10-6. And that's Souder serving. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill, and she manages. She stabs it down. Again, not a real powerful hit, but it didn't have to be. She looked, and she really controlled that ball and put it right in the center of the court, right between the rows, and Hobbs just could not return that. So 10-7 as another kill for Barunda, and another good serve by Hernandez sends it over, and Hobbs off of that good. It was a good serve. It had some spin on it. It kind of died, and Hobbs just not able to make quality touches off of that serve. So they lose the point, 10-8. Lovington now trails by 2. Good serve, nice volley, nice pushbacks right at the net. Good offense, defense transitions by both teams. And Bell, with the last touch on that, puts one over, and it just has a lot of spin and goes right to the court. So Lovington has rallied, so Hobbs wants to talk about it as Coach Stacey Williams gathers her girls. 10-9 is the score. Hobbs leading by 1 now in the second set, as Hobbs won the first 25-12. Lovington showing good life there and doing some good things as Hobbs went to sleep just a little bit. I think, they relaxed a little bit, and Lovington brought the intensity back and the focus. They were able to make some quality touches and hits on the ball and get several points in a row and get that momentum back. So Lovington's in a good place right now, but I'm sure Hobbs is ready to put the hammer down as well.
Well, you've got to think so. And one thing that I've noticed with Coach Stacey Williams, she's switching in and switching out a lot of different girls, so getting maybe some younger players, some more experience. Something tells me if this tightens up much more, we're going to see the starting 6 back in again.
Right. I think you're good observations. As coming out of the timeouts, you're listening to Lovington and Hobbs Volleyball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Hobbs Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. Lovington with the serve. Hobbs answering. Cunningham trying for the kill. And no double hit. Lovington's able to get that. Send it back over the net. Nice rally going. Now here comes Wisdom Anthony. A nice dig by Chavarria. And trying to put it over was Barunda, trying to do a little fingertip push over the net, but Hobbs blockers were right there at the net. That was Cunningham and Jayla David. And that point goes to Hobbs, 11-9. 2-point lead. Cunningham will serve. Cunningham taking her time. Sets up, jump serve. Little spin on it, not a lot. Layla Hernandez first touch. They set up Barunda. She gets it over. Good spin. Hobbs answers that. They set up Wisdom Anthony for the kill, and she stabs it down in the back row. Nothing Hobbs, nothing Layla, nothing that Lovington could do to really try to defend against that and try for the dig. So lots of power, lots of athleticism. And again, Hobbs stretching it out a little, 12-9. Cunningham back to serve again. Lovington looking to try to rally and get those points back. Hobbs looking to keep their feet on the gas. Oh, and then again, that's going to be an error on serve. Cunningham sends it out of bounds. So point for Lovington, and Lovington will have the serve, 12-10 here in this second set, trailing just by 2 at this point. So Chavarria will have the serve. Hobbs getting ready. First touch good. They set up Joseph for the kill. Layla Hernandez digs, sends it over. Then a push back by Wisdom Anthony. All she had to do was really look, float up, come down, and pick her point on the court where Lovington wasn't. And that's a point for Hobbs. 13-10 as Wisdom Anthony comes out of the game. Going back to serve is Jalen Strickland in now. I think it's just Barunda with the kill, and yes, successful as Barunda hits it, and it kind of hit a little funny off of her knuckles and spun down and caught Hobbs by surprise. So another kill by Barunda brings it to within 2 again, 13-11 in this second set. Lovington trails by 2, and Barunda back to serve. Oh, a little too much Wheaties, too much power, and it goes out of bounds. So the point for Hobbs, 14-11. Hobbs up by 3, and it's going to be Cameron Cantu, the libero for Hobbs, back to serve. Lovington fighting to come back. Hobbs trying to just keep the win going. Second hit sets up Bell. She sends it over. And it's going to be a point and a hit violation, net violation.
Net violation.
For Lovington, against Lovington, that is, a point for Hobbs. So 15-11, Hobbs has stretched it out a little. 4-point lead now in the second set. Cameron Cantu still serving for Hobbs. Barunda, first hit. Layla Hernandez, second hit. It's up to Dunlap to get it over. She does. And pushing it down for a nice, pushing it down was Joseph, but it was a hitting error on Joseph. So the point is for Lovington. So uncharacteristic there. She was in the right place, and trying to make a good hit. 15-12. Lovington with a ball back, 15-12. They trail by 3. Oh, and there's a whistle that sounds as the point is going to be for Hobbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the side judge.
Yeah, another error at the net.
Another error at the net for Lovington. So 16-12, 4-point lead by Hobbs. They get the serve back. Gutierrez, a real flat serve. So Lovington is able to get over the net. Third touch by Riley Dunlap, but it was blocked at the net and sent right back over. I think that was Cunningham at the net.
Souter.
Souter. So a block by Souter. And another serve from Gutierrez. Oh, and this one off of the fists of Chavarria. And an ace by Souter. It's another ace. I've got her down for 2, and Lovington wants to talk about it as they're trailing by 6 now, 18-12 in this second set. Marisa Ochoa, head coach for Lovington, wanting to just stop the momentum a little bit, try to refocus, regroup her girls. And while we're stopped for a moment, let's say thank you very much to our sponsors: Devon Energy, Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lee County Electric, Stone Oil Services, Navajo Refining Company, Norlee, Nowell Pharmacy, Man Welding, Bob Thriftway, and First American Bank of Lovington.
And for the Hobbs Lady Eagles, Devon Energy, Robinson and Associates, the First American Bank of Hobbs, Bobby Shaw Realty, Lasco Construction, Hobbs Express Express, Thriftway, A-Tech, Lee County State Bank, and Rent-A-Center.
And out of the timeout, we're ready. 18-12 your score. Hobbs is leading, and back to serve is Gutierrez. Barunda with first touch. Preciado sets up Riley Dunlap for the kill. It's dug by Anthony, and then they set up Joseph for the kill. And Preciado gets a hand on it, but it goes up and it hits the ceiling and goes out, and really trying to stay with it was Barunda, but they just could not save it. It ends up going into the stands. So the point for Hobbs, 19-12. Hobbs is up by 7 after winning the first set, 25-12. Back to serve again, Gutierrez. Barunda, first touch. Oh, and it's spinning funny, trying to save that's Dunlap. Oh, a nice return by Chavarria. They set up Joseph for the kill, but she just hits a soft one over, keeps the rally going. Lovington able to hit it back over, and now going for the kill was Souter, and it hit off the hands. I didn't see who that was up in the front line, but it went off Lovington hands and out of bounds. So 20-12 your score, point for Hobbs. They're up by 8. Another point off of Gutierrez's serve. I think this is her 4th or 5th serve. Barunda has the first hit. Preciado sets up Dunlap for the kill.
Her third kill.
Yep, her third kill in the game. Nice one by Dunlap right there at the net. A point for Lovington, and they get the ball back. So 20-13, they trail by 7. And going back to serve will be Preciado. Good serve. Anthony first touch. Then they set up Joseph for the kill. And, oh, just inbounds. Wow. That just made it.
Just snuck in the back there.
A lot of spin, off of her kills and power. But she really painted that just inbounds. So 21-13, she's back to serve for Hobbs. It's Hobbs leading. Layla Hernandez with the dig. Preciado sets up. Chavarria sends it over. Anaya Joseph sets up Wisdom. Anthony for the kill. And off the hands, it looked like off the hands of Chavarria over there on the right side, hit her location. Uh-oh. And I think it net violation by Hobbs on that. So, nope, not the net violation. So the point was for Hobbs. I was looking at the head ref over there. I thought she was indicating otherwise. 22-13 with Joseph and an ace. Joseph with an ace serve as Lovington just not able to return that. Kind of went to the side, a lot of spin on it. Nobody was in position to be able to dig that and save it. So 23-13, Hobbs up by 10. Joseph back to serve. Another good serve. Barunda with first touch. Layla Hernandez second touch. Chavarria, it's up to her to get it over the net, and she hits it down. So that point for Hobbs again. Now we're at set point, 24-13. Joseph back to serve for Hobbs. Lovington trying to get back in this second set. Hobbs trying to put it away. Joseph, with a good serve, and it's off of the hands of Barunda and goes out of bounds. So that second set, 25-13, is won by Hobbs. And we go to the third set. Hobbs up by 2, and we'll take a little time out. You're listening to Lovington and Hobbs Volleyball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Hobbs Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com through Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Welcome back to Lovington and Hobbs Volleyball from Wildcat Gym. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. And welcome in as 2 sets down, 2 sets for Hobbs, and it's 2-0. So Lovington girls have to come back in this set, try to bring this one back. I mean, they're fighting and certainly doing some good work. Hobbs doing some very good work. As you mentioned, TJ, they've been alternating with some of their serve with their starters out on the floor, but also rotating in some of the younger players and giving them game experience, and I think that's important. But they've managed to really have this one well in hand. Lovington has battled back in that second set, made it interesting, came within a couple of points a few different times. But Hobbs just a little too much for them so far today. But we'll see what they can do in this third set. It'll be Hobbs serving. And back to serve is Jalen Strickland. Barunda with first touch. Oh, and it goes over the net, but it goes out of bounds, so it's going to be the Hobbs point. They go up 1-0 in this one. So Barunda had the return on that, but again, it went out of bounds. Strickland back to serve again for Hobbs. Getting a hand on it was Preciado.
It was number 16,
no,
and
number
that
16,
was not on the official that we got from the scorekeeper.
She actually is a JV player, and so I'm not certain what her name is, but number 16 is coming up from JV in the backcourt now to help Lovington. 2-0 is your score. Hobbs leading. Strickland back to serve again. It's Barunda with the first touch. It spins, and it goes out of bounds again, very much like that by previous serve. So again, that's 2 aces for Jalen Strickland. She'll be back to serve again. Hobbs is up 3-0 in this third set. They lead 2-0.
And good news for Hobbs, but Lovington really needs to break this quickly if they don't want to get run out of here early.
Strickland getting set. Lovington in position. And off of the hands over there in the back row. It looks like that was number 4, Carly Knapp. As Knapp got hands on it, but couldn't get a return out of it. So 4 straight points, 4 straight service points, and another ace for Jalen Strickland. She'll continue to serve for Hobbs. Up 4-0 in this third set. And that's going to be Layla Hernandez first touch. Preciado sets up Dunlap for the kill. And Hobbs able to save it. They set up Joseph for the kill. Oh, a nice dig by Knapp. Goes over, trying to get over there on the outside. It was Preciado. She got a fist on it, but was not able to keep it in play. So Lovington hustling and trying, but the point goes to Hobbs. 5-0 now. Strickland still serving for Hobbs. Number 16, first touch. Preciado sets up Dunlap. Dunlap sends it over, but cannot keep it inbound. So the point again for Hobbs. 6 straight points now off of Jalen Strickland's serve. 6-0 in this third set. Lovington has really got to stop the bleeding and try to turn this around. And first hit by number 16. Third touch is by Aranda. She sends it over. And there's a block at the net as that goes. Jayla David gets credit for the kill as Lovington is trying to get it over. Lovington wants to talk about it as Coach Ochoa gathers her player as Hobbs is up 7 straight points, 7 unanswered points in this third set, all off of the serve by Strickland. Strickland with several aces in there as well. And Lovington, they've got it. It's do or die time. They've got to try to stop this, turn this around if they would like to try to win at least one set here and not go down in straight sets against Hobbs tonight. 7-0 is your score out of the timeout by Lovington. Strickland back, continuing to serve for Hobbs. Joseph, David, and Gutierrez at the net for Hobbs. So Lovington has a substitution in. And that's going to be touched. I don't know if it would have gone out of bounds or not, but Knapp touches that at the last second. But
yeah, I think it probably would have. Knapp
think,
just a little bit anxious there and
right,
was kind of caught in the coffin corner over there, so didn't know what else to do.
She thought, uh-oh, it may be good, so I guess I better try to return it, but it was too late to really make a quality touch out of it. So the point to Hobbs, 8-0. And well, a good dig. They set up Dunlap. She gets it over. Hobbs setting up Joseph for the kill, and yes, she hits it right in the back row. So another big kill by Joseph. That's her 13th kill of this match so far. She got a couple of blocks and a couple of aces as well. So 9 straight points unanswered, 9-0 in this third set. And Jalen Strickland still serving for Lovington. As they, Hobbs, still serving for Hobbs, that is. Hobbs has made 9 straight points off of her serve. Second touch by Knapp. Chavarria gets it over. Gutierrez sets up David from the right side hitting spot, and she sends it into the court and paints the corner for another kill. So 10 straight points for Hobbs, 10-0 in this third set. They're up 2-0 over Lovington.
And 11 service points for Strickland in the match overall. 10 in a row.
And Strickland puts up another serve. Knapp with the first touch. Preciado sets up Chavarria. It's answered by Joseph. Then they set up Joseph for the kill, and it goes off of Preciado. Good hustle, and she was in the right place as Preciado goes up to try to block or return that. And off of her hands, there's just too much power and spin off of Joseph in that outside hitting location that she is just so good at. She's equally good, I think, in the outside hitting and the right side hitting as well. So Strickland still serving. Dunlap, second touch. Preciado sends it over, and this time Cantu can't do anything with it, so Lovington gets the point, and they're finally on the board in this third set, 11-1. And this is where they can start to try to slow things down and turn things around, try to get a little rally going, as Hobbs is looking just to get the ball back and try to finish them off. It's 11-1 in this third set, and Preciado back to serve for Lovington. Third touch by Joseph, going in for the kill. Yep, and again, just too much. Chavarria was the closest Lovington girl in that back row to try to get it, but that's just too much power, too much spin. So 12-1, and another kill for Joseph. It's going to be David back to serve for Hobbs. They lead 12-1 in this third set. Hernandez, first touch. And it's a hitting error, double hit by Lovington. So the point goes to Hobbs. 13-1 is your score in this third set. Hernandez with the first touch. Preciado pushes it over, catches Hobbs unaware. Hobbs is able to serve it, to save it though. Now they set up Joseph for the kill. It's blocked at the net by Bell and Preciado. Lovington able to keep the rally going as Dunlap pushes it over. And now Hobbs is able to get it back and forth, back and forth. Nice rally going. Hobbs hits it, finally gets the point out of it, as at the net, I believe that was Gutierrez, who gets credit, gets the kill, but it comes off of some really good team play right there at the net with not just Gutierrez, but David and Sauter as well. Is that Sauter? Is that back to serve for Hobbs, and it is going to be an error. It's out of bounds, as that was number 6, David, who was serving, and she comes out of the game for Hobbs. Lovington gets a point, 14-2. Preciado back to serve for Lovington. It's Gutierrez, and Hobbs with the kill.
To Joseph again.
Yep, again. That's 13, 14, 15 kills for Joseph now in the match. And the point for Hobbs. They will get the service back. It's 15-2, your score. Hobbs leading. That's going to be Gutierrez back to serve for Hobbs.
Gutierrez has been the second best point getter, at least from the service line, for Hobbs today.
She's had a couple of aces, a kill, but she's also had a couple of net serves as well.
And that one goes out of bounds.
Yes, so another unforced error. We'll give the point to Lovington and give Lovington the serve back. 15-3 your score, and Dunlap is back to serve for Lovington. Good serve. It's Cantu with the first hit. Oh, and Joseph pushes it over, just a little fingertip, but it goes out of bounds. Just outside the line, though, as Joseph Wisdom Anthony saw a chance. Anthony saw a chance to just push it over instead of making a point off of a setup. This time she sets up Joseph. Joseph tries the kill. Lovington digs it. Layla Hernandez sends it over for Hobbs. And now they set up Joseph for the kill again. And this time, yes, it's at falling to her knees. Trying to dig that is Dunlap with a good try and good hustle. But man, Joseph, so powerful, so strong in that outside hitter location again. So another point for Hobbs, 16-4. They've really stretched it out. 12-point lead now in this third set. And it will be Joseph back to serve. Layla Hernandez with first touch. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. Hobbs able to answer that. And Cunningham was going up to try to block it, but Lovington just could not get the return successfully over the net. Playing up at the net right now, it's Preciado, Bell, and number 16, the JV player. So we do not have her name. Our apologies, but we don't. She's not on the roster. Joseph with another serve. Preciado sets up Barunda. She has a little fingertip return, but Cunningham digs that. They send it over the net. Third hit coming is saved by Tess Hernandez, and Cunningham sends it over the net. It's dug by Preciado. Hernandez, second hit. They set up Barunda for the kill. Hobbs tries to block it, but it goes out of bounds. So right at the net, trying for the block was Anthony and Souter, but it goes back over the net and out of bounds to the point for Lovington. So Lovington slowing down Hobbs a little, 17-5 with Tess Hernandez serving. Joseph, a little fingertip return. Third important hit coming now as Hernandez could not get that over the net. So into the net, the point for Hobbs, 18-5 now, 13-point lead by Hobbs in this third set. They lead 2-0. Souter back to serve. Barunda first touch. Preciado second touch, and the third touch not successful by Tess Hernandez. Into the net, point for Hobbs, 19-5. Here's your score. Souter serving again. Barunda first touch. Preciado setting up Barunda for the kill. Oh, and she does. She makes it. As in the back row, Joseph was there and hustled, got a hand on it, trying to dig that, but it goes out of bounds. So point for Lovington, 19-6. And it is number 16 serving. Oh, and just into the net. Little spin serve, doesn't have the oomph. So net serve is going to be an unforced error for Lovington. 20-6, your score. Hobbs poised to win this third set and make it a sweep today unless Lovington can find something fast and mount a comeback. There's some question about, is it substitution of players and rotation? I think they're figuring out proper rotation after subbing players in and out. We're seeing more subbing, I think, for Hobbs. Wisdom Anthony with a serve. It hits the net, but it goes over. And now Chavarria sends it over. They set up Cunningham for the kill, but it's saved. And Barunda goes in for the kill, but it's blocked by Hobbs. Right up at the net, it's Gutierrez and David. So big blocks by Gutierrez and David with a point for Hobbs. 21-6 now, and there's a timeout. And we will keep it here and just say thank you again to our sponsors and thank you for listening. Yes, this one going pretty quickly this evening with Hobbs winning the first set 25-12. Hobbs winning the second set 25-13. We're in the third set, 21-6 the lead. Hobbs has it. And Lovington in danger of being swept this evening.
Of course, don't forget tomorrow you've got Lovington Wildcat football on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. It's homecoming. The Gadsden Panthers will be in town. Dawn Morgan, yours truly, will be with you about 5:45 tomorrow on Z94 and here on the YouTube channel. Hobbs football has their bye week this week.
Back to serve. It's Anthony for Hobbs. Oh, and a net serve. I didn't look. That ball kind of died. It looked like it was going to sneak over the net before it died. But Anthony coming out of the game. Again, Coach Williams subbing in. players, giving a lot of players time on the court. That's important. But Lovington with the point, and the serve is Barunda, a nice one. But Hobbs gathers, and going in for the kill is Joseph. But Lovington answers, and pushing it over the net is Dunlap. But returning it, Hobbs, and now Chavarria sends it over, and they set up, trying to set up David for the kill, but Lovington is able to dig that. And was that Preciado? Yeah, Preciado pushes it over for the kill. A nice little rally there, as Lovington had some quality hits and returns. They were doing well, setting up the ball, touching the ball well, so that they could have the time to make quality hits and try to play offense and not just always reacting, playing defense. A good serve, Hobbs with the block. Cunningham was trying to return that, but Lovington blocked at the net and denied Hobbs the point. So 21-9 as Lovington mounting a little comeback here. Just what we said they needed to keep this set alive and keep themselves alive. Barunda serving. And that is Cantu with the first touch. They set up Joseph for the kill. Hits the net, goes over. Hernandez gets it up to Dunlap. She pushes it over. Nice rally. Dunlap saves it again, but jumping up for the kill that time was David. So now it's 22-9. Hobbs gets the ball back, and it will be David to serve. So Lovington with a little fire there. A few points, trying to come back. Stacey Williams wants to talk about it, so that's a timeout for Hobbs. Hobbs, the Lady Eagles lead 22-9 here in this third set. They're up 2-0. So Lovington has to try to find that fire again and try to get some of those points back.
Yeah, and for Hobbs, all they're going to try and do here is just put it away as quickly as they can and, get ready for the next match.
Right. And we will be back. We've got a volleyball again coming up on next Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we're
Tuesday
back.
or Thursday, yeah.
Both of them, actually. I think there are home matches Tuesday and Thursday next week, I believe.
Let me double check.
So we know Tuesday for sure. Tuesday.
And I'll check the Hobbs schedule as well.
All right. So out of the timeout. Coming back to play. 22-9 is your score. Hobbs leading this third set. 2-0 so far. It's been all Lady Eagles. It's going back to serve. It's going to be Jalen Strickland. She started off serving in this set. Barunda with the first touch, and Dunlap with a kill. Nice setup by Preciado on that. Dunlap had a little time to work that ball. That's what a good set will do for you. A good set gives you time to figure out your angle that you're going to hit the ball, your approach, your position, your angle, and where you want the ball to go. So Lovington with the point, and a good serve. At the net, pushing it over is David, and nothing that Lovington could do. They were right there at the net, so David with another kill. 23-10 now, Hobbs leads, and it's going to be David back to serve again for Hobbs. And it's a net serve. So the point for Lovington, 23-11 now. Lovington will get the ball back. It'll be Preciado back to serve for Lovington. 23-11. Preciado with a kill in this match. Nice return as pushing it over is Gutierrez, and it stays just in bounds. It's a point for Hobbs, as now this is match point. 24-11 your score in this third set. 24-11. Hobbs leading 2-0. Set point, match point right here, as Gutierrez is going to be back to serve for Hobbs. And there's a question, I think, about the rotation. And I think one of the refs talking, and Anthony is in. And I didn't see who sat down on the bench, actually. Didn't catch her number. So subs are done. We're ready. Hobbs is ready for set point, match point. As Gutierrez is back to serve, and okay, the refs are ready to go. Barunda first touch. Preciado sets up Bell. Bell sends it into the net, and that's it. So 25-11 is the score in this third set as Hobbs sweeps Lovington 3-0 this afternoon at Wildcat Gym. So with some balanced scoring, Amber Barunda had more kills than any of the other Lovington girls. What do you have a total of how many kills for Barunda?
Amber had six, yes.
6, okay. So 6 for Barunda. You had 3 kills for Aranda, a kill from Chavarria, Dunlap with 3 kills, Preciado with a kill, and Bell with a kill. Dunlap had 4 kills. Sorry, I didn't write that last one down. Was excited about it, didn't write it down. And Odyssey or Layla Hernandez with an ace. So again, it's Lovington not able to really get as much footing going, really not able to get as much because this Hobbs team talented and athletic for sure, just like we expected. So again, they're continuing though to get game experience and to learn from playing these better teams.
Yeah, certainly are.
And they are continuing to learn, which is a good thing. That's what you got to do. You continuing to improve, and when that's obvious and evident to people who are coming to the games watching, it's got to feel good for the players to be making some progress. But again, they're going to want to put together set wins and then still looking for their first match win of this season. Hobbs, on the other hand, you've got Anaya Joseph, who was just a
17 kills, just
17,
a monster.
Yeah, that monster was my but monster in a good way.
I took the words right out of your mouth.
Exactly, you took the word, but I mean that in the best sense as far as monster kills. That's what you want. Somebody who is just so powerful, and she was really stroking the ball today and painting it. She had very few errors. She had very few wasted swings, and that's what you want to see as well. If you're swinging, you're taking a lot of swings, you want to make sure that they're efficient, that you're touching quality touches, and that you are that way that your hitting percentages is really good. And Joseph, she didn't have very many errors. I think she had a net serve, but she had a couple of aces as well. She had a few blocks at the net, and then of course those 17 kills. So she really is the standout player in this match, but she wasn't alone. Hobbs was able to put together Wisdom Anthony. I had her down for 7 kills.
7 kills,
yep, 7 kills, an ace. Gutierrez had a couple of kills, a couple of aces and block. Jayla David I have her down for 4 kills and a block. Hannah Souter for a kill, a couple of aces, a couple of blocks. Kendall Cunningham with a kill and a block. And Jalen Strickland with several aces. And they had 4. I had her down for 3, but she had 4 aces. And Hobbs was able to make a lot of points off of her serving game today. But it was Hobbs really just dominating from the very beginning, as you would expect. A 5A team with their record coming in with their athletic and talent and skill on the court against a team that is still improving and working and learning with each game, and that's what Lovington is doing. So they're going to take this experience. They're going to have a few days of practice to be able to work on it until they are here at their home gym again on. No, they're not on Tuesday night.
They are on the road on Saturday to Ruidoso.
Oh, okay. This Saturday, Ruidoso.
That's what the schedule says.
But I think they are
Tuesday
here
and
Tuesday.
Thursday. Yes.
And I was right. Thursday.
Yes.
Okay.
Our next streamcast for the Lovington Lady Cats will be next Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday they play Texaco.
Right.
Thursday they'll play Tatum. We will have both those for you on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel for Hobbs. They're on the road at Portales on Tuesday. Then our next streamcast for the Lady Eagles will be on Thursday as the Artesia Lady Bulldogs come into Tasker Arena. So Brian Coltrane will have that for you next Thursday.
All right, so that's where the next games are for these two teams, and we'll be back here at Wildcat Gym. TJ Miracle will have that call on Tuesday night by himself. I'm going to be on location with another assignment, but then we'll both be back next Thursday. So looking forward to what's nice is to get a sense of continuity, with the team. So they're going to have another chance to practice their game against an opponent who is a little more on Saturday, a little more in their range in terms of school size and capability. So we'll look at that, and then, of course, be right back here with them next week. So thank you for listening. Again, congratulations to the Hobbs Lady Eagles. They are now at 7-8 and may be looking to improve their state ranking just a little bit with another win. And Lovington, of course, still searching for their first match win of the season, but they may be able to get that coming up. And I'm Dawn Morgan for TJ Miracle. Thank you for listening to Lovington and Hobbs Volleyball. Again, it was a Hobbs win tonight, and you're listening from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Hobbs Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com through Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody.